What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Ricer Rob, and we have a big package from VRSF. This should be my race 7.5 inch intercooler, and I believe they're good for like 800 horsepower. Cody, is that correct?
I believe 1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower. Oh god. If you guys have been following along, we are on the road to 600 wheel. So this is one of the big upgrades that Shigo needed. Cool. Starting off with some stickers. This is neat. They actually gave me a intercooler stencil, which I did not order, but that'll be sweet. Alright, so now we have charge pipes, intercooler couplers, clamps, and mounting screws. It's got a nice black coating on it. Looks to be probably a 2.5 inch pipe. And then we have our driver side clamp and our passenger side coupler, I'm sorry. Sweet. Finish looks really nice, bright silver. It's got VRSF kind of embossed on the sides. Really nice little touches. And then unlike my current intercooler, this one is actually going to mount on the side little pieces down here. Nice stepped, thick. Looks like a quality piece. Welds seem pretty good. That coating is a lot nicer than the current one. What do you think, Cody?
Looks nice brand new. Mine looks a little bit more. I feel like mine doesn't have this like paint coat or like whatever on it. This looks nice. Mine's just like raw metal.
How do you think this will compare to the current one?
To yours?
Yeah.
Way better. That's skinny. Jerry-rigged custom intercooler. I'm sure at one point in time that was like a good option, but nowadays get stuff like this on the market for good prices.
Perfect time to refresh some of our parts. So we're starting with the intercooler charge pipes and things like that, but next step is going to be we're moving on to fueling. But hopefully you guys like this unboxing. We will next kind of jump into installing it, but that might be in a separate episode. So this is another part of our Road to 600 wheel horsepower series that we're doing with the BMW. This is a package from ECS Tuning that should contain a MHD wireless adapter, as well as the Stage 2.5 V2 bucketed fuel pump. So let's unbox and check it out. Next we have our MHD module. And what this does is allow you to use a phone or a tablet to, have a gauge face or, upload different maps. Alright, and here we have our fuel pump. And this is actually a Precision Raceworks bucketed fuel pump. So this is a stage 2.5 fuel pump from Precision Raceworks. It features a single Walbro 535, good for like 650 wheel horsepower on pump 93, which is what I'll be doing. I will be using boostane, but this should have plenty of room for that. And another fueling mod that's going to be paired with this is going to be port injection. So we got our big box from Burger Motorsports, and let's crack it open and see what we got. Alright, well, first impressions, this is phenomenal packaging. Some nice thick foam, kind of like Bag Riders uses for their super low boxing. Oh boy. Alright, so as you guys may have noticed, I did get a brand new intake manifold. I'm going to get that out in a second here, but I just want to kind of start bringing some of the other parts out. Alright, so this is the JB4 port injection controller. Let's see what our next piece is. Boy, so I actually got some new injectors. Let me just crack this seal and be right back. Alright, the dog is a little more vocal now, but so apologize, but get some nice flow reports. QR code, sticker, yes. But what I did get was some 750cc injectors, which are these. Now with proper fueling, we should be able to achieve the horsepower that we are looking for. So now that I have the 750cc injectors, we have our port injection controller unboxed. Let's see what we got next. Alright, so I got, this is actually a fuel pump lock ring remover tool. Really nice welds, all metal construction. Realistically, I should never have to buy this again, and now Cody and Cam can use this, and Eric as well. But this is going to be so we can remove the lock ring on our fuel pumps, and then you're able to swap out your low pressure fuel pump with this tool. There are more inexpensive ones on the market, but it's just really beefy, and I was hoping for a buy once and never worry again. Alright, next little baggie had a couple items in it. Alright, so that bag contained a couple awesome parts. First part is the BMS Sport Oil Cooler Valve. This little valve is going to go in the oil filter housing, and essentially what it's going to do is just allow your oil to run a little bit cooler. Really inexpensive mod, so I figured while the oil was going to be out anyway and drained, I figured I'd throw it in. I think it's worth noting, I do want to do the Mosselman oil thermostat, the billet one, which does actually drop your oil temps significantly. Hopefully this is going to be enough to just get me by for a little bit. The Mosselman part is like $400 almost, so it's definitely a needed part, but I couldn't justify doing it right now. So for now, BMS Sport Oil Cooler Valve. Alright, next, since I do have the JB4 upstairs, which I will be unboxing a little bit later, this is one of those vital parts that are needed for that system. This is going to be your two-step relay. So that's going to allow you to do two-step as well as flat foot shifting. And then on the flip side, this is going to be your anti-lag module. So this will give me anti-lag. Pops and bangs, bro. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so this is going to be your intake manifold gaskets. There is some hardware for the different fittings that are inside the manifold. Looks like some various hardware and stuff. I'm not going to open this yet just because I'm not installing the port injection manifold in this episode, but it is cool that they give you all these parts. Alright, so they gave me one of these fuel lines that's going to go in between, I believe, the high pressure fuel pump line or the low pressure line, but either way, I will give you a bunch more details on how to install this whole port injection manifold. But at least that's one of the parts that was included. I will say that the anodizing, the quality of the part, it all feels really nice. Really hyped. Alright, let's see. So this is going to be our new fuel rail. This will be attached to the new manifold. Sweet. Right. Running out of room on my little tile. Alright, this is going to be the new injector harness, I believe. Really nice quality part again. I love how they did all the nice looming, and it's just a quality part. Alright, so I just unboxed the Burger Motorsports red oil filter housing cap. Has hex, as well as a, you can just put a ratchet in there and basically remove your cap. It has torque specs written on the cap, which I think is really neat. Laser engraving is really nice, and the red anodization is really bright. That looks awesome. All you have to do is swap out the cage and put that into this one, as well as, really important, put the gasket in your cap. That way you don't blow oil vapors everywhere. One to go. Again, that's an awesome box. Great packaging. Alright YouTube, so really excited for this part. It's actually the Phoenix Racing. What are you doing, bro? Alright, so this is the Phoenix Racing intake manifold. All metal, has all of our ports for our new fuel rail and fuel injectors. Great welds. Love the finish. Really stealthy. It's gonna look great with the red, black, and stuff. But I still need to figure out how exactly I need to put all this stuff in. But these are some of the most vital parts that are going to be needed, in addition to, you know, all the ones that we have already put on the car, which we will link up here. But the intake manifold, we have our injectors, our port injection controller, we have our the fuel pump lock ring remover tool was pretty vital. Now I can install the Precision Raceworks Stage 2.5 version 2 low pressure fuel pump. And then I will go grab the JB4 so I can unbox that in this episode as well, so I can give you a full idea of what JB4 looks like out of the box. But again, I'm super happy with this. I was not gonna do port injection at first, and then I realized I needed to, basically. So this was, I wanna say it was like 600 for the manifold. I honestly don't remember how much the injectors were. They ended up giving me either one of the fuel lines or the splitter harness or something for free from Burger. So I will drop links to all this stuff in the description below, but let me go grab JB4 and be right back. Really cool. I actually just received my N54 M3 fender badges. Just kind of like a gel domed adhesive badge, but really nice. Drop a link in the description to these, but I found them on eBay for like 30 bucks. They have N55, M, M3, N54. Really sick. Alright, let's crack open the JB4 box. Inside they're gonna give you a little note card. We have our wireless adapter so that you can use everything through your phone. This is the actual kind of box that everything kind of plugs into. This is your really scary pack of pinned harnesses that really you got to take your time, be careful with what you're doing, because you could totally brick your car. But I will kind of walk you guys through that so that you guys don't do that. And of course, they give you some stickers. Now that we have our anti-lag, our two-step, our JB4 and the wireless adapter, we should be able to throw all this in and then put our MHD module dongle in there. I did find the forum post for the MHD backend flash maps, so I will be able to run a backend flash through MHD after putting the JB4 on. Thank you guys for joining me for unboxing the next wave of the Road to 600 wheel horsepower parts. Again, if you want any of the parts that I have just purchased, I will put all that in the links down in the description below. And if you could, check out Upstairs Customs for all of our merch options. Our Ricer line is now live, so check it out if you haven't already. Send it to your friends, and please subscribe. We will see you in the next one.